Okay, just look at this. You can see all the Android app, Play Store, you can run WhatsApp on it, take video calls, connect it to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, and even check email, and it runs on Android 14. So why the hell this isn't an Android phone? I'll tell you why in a bit, but first, let me tell you something very interesting. First of all, there are two Type-C ports here. Yes, in a world where Apple made us wait years for one Type-C port, this has two of these. And secondly, the camera setup is also very special. There are two 50-megapixel cameras placed vertically, and the distance between them is 50 mm, which is almost the same as the distance between human eyes. Now, this camera setup lets you record 3D videos directly on this device, and you can play those videos on these smart glasses. You just have to connect these glasses to one of those Type-C ports, and once you do that, your life will never be the same. Yes, this device along with these smart glasses takes your media consumption and gaming to the next level. This is the Xreal Beam Pro, and these are the Xreal Air smart glasses. And here's how they work. Connect the two with the Type-C port, put the glasses on, and you are welcomed with the Nebula OS as an AR overlay. Here you'll see all the apps installed on the Beam Pro in a Vision Pro-like layout, and you can control all of them with the display of this phone, as this whole display turns into a fully functional trackpad with some handy shortcuts. You can swipe through different apps, open them up, and even play 3D videos that you have taken with this device, or you can play your favorite 3D movies and they look stunning. And it's not just 3D movies, you can also play 2D movies from Netflix or Prime in Full HD, and it's just so much fun to watch content like this. You can adjust the size of the screen and can even bring it closer or move it further to make it bigger. It's like having a 100-inch TV screen in front of your eyes, or you can call this your personal cinema hall that fits in your pocket. And if you're wondering about the audio, these glasses have built-in speakers that go very loud, and they are loud enough for movie watching. There is some sound leakage at high volumes and the bass is minimal, so it's best to use TWS if you want more bass and don't want others to know what you're listening to. By the way, it's not just the movies, you can also watch your favorite YouTube videos or scroll through Instagram reels without having to worry about the phone falling on your face. Although your fingers will still have to cover the distance on the screen, so no rest for them. And you can even open two apps side by side to multitask like a pro. There are two modes to use these smart glasses. First is the smooth follow, in which the content will follow you as you move, and second is the body anchor, where the content will stay put and you can move around freely. I personally prefer the body anchor while I'm working and smooth follow while watching movies. Also, these smart glasses display gets quite bright at 400 nits and has a refresh rate of 90Hz in 3D and 120Hz in 2D, so navigating through the UI feels very smooth. And since it's 120Hz, I decided to game on it and see what it's like. First, I played some games from the Xreal store. The pop-up game where you pop balloons is just pure fun, and there's this puzzle game that uses the gyro and 3D effects. It's also very engaging. But it's not just these games, you can also play all the controller supported games such as Genshin, Asphalt, and they are so much fun to play. In fact, you can even use Steam Link Android app to play high-end PC games from your local PC onto these glasses, which is just insane. I tested Cyberpunk 2077 and it was playing very smoothly. So yeah, you can definitely game on these. These two devices has completely changed the experience of watching movies, 3D content, and playing games. The most important thing is that when I used the Vision Pro and MetaQuest, after 15 to 30 minutes of usage, they felt uneasy and heavy on my head, and taking them off gave me a big relief. But with this, I watched a whole movie while lying comfortably on my bed and I didn't feel anything. It was just like wearing any normal glasses that I'm already used to, and it's something that I can use on a daily basis, unlike Apple Vision Pro, which I haven't even touched since last few months. I think ease of use is where this thing creates huge difference. Now, you must be waiting to know what more you can do on these two devices, and as I mentioned in the start, you can send emails, reply to WhatsApp messages, take video calls, browse the internet, and you have access to all the Android apps. So basically, on this device, you can do anything that an Android phone can do. So why did the title say that this is not an Android phone? Well, it's because this device does not support SIM card, no eSIM, no physical SIM, and you can't take phone calls on this. Now, I'm not sure why, because if you take a look at the specs, you get Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor with decent RAM and storage, good camera setup capable of taking 3D videos, 4300 mAh battery, Nebula OS based on Android 14, and very good connectivity with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. So yeah, this device would have made much more sense if it was a proper Android phone, because the user could have used it as their primary phone and there will be one less device to worry about. I hope they fix this in their next release, and while they're at it, they can also provide more controls on the phone's trackpad to make it more usable. See, I really like the concept of a smartphone-like device paired with smart glasses to bring an Apple Vision Pro-like experience on a budget, but it still needs some more work to go mainstream. So yeah, that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed watching this different video of ours. If you did, press that like button, and do you think that smart glasses can replace smartphones? Tell us in comments, and I'll see you in the next one.
First we went from the court to the bikes, back to the